If you're a graphic designer, a content creator, an SEO specialist, or anyone that needs a portfolio online and you want to create a good looking portfolio, one that is mobile friendly, one that looks professional, and you have no tech skills whatsoever, you're in the right video because Hostinger Website Builder makes building portfolios super, super easy. And that's what today's video is about, how to build your portfolio with a Hostinger Website Builder. What is the Hostinger Website Builder? How exactly do you build a portfolio? Where can you find it? I will answer all of these questions with an actual physical tutorial, play by play. I'm not going to time lapse everything. I'm going to build everything in real life in this video, but I do have to get one thing out of the way first, and that is, hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Mero and I teach creative people how to sell their art online or to sell anything online. And in this case, I'm going to teach you how to build your portfolio with Hostinger Website Builder. Now, Hostinger Website Builder is an in-house development of a website builder by the hosting company Hostinger. Hostinger is a hosting and domain company, which means you can go to them and get your domain, get an email for your domain, and get a hosting package. And of course, you can use it with WordPress as well. You can install WordPress or build a website with your own code. But Hostinger has something a bit different than other hosting services. They have their own website builder, and it's actually one of my favorite things to do. Their website builder is pretty awesome with multiple AI features, creating text with AI, bringing up images with AI, and of course, creating the entire website with AI. And right now we're gonna go over to my computer and build a full portfolio from start to finish using the Hostinger Builder. I mean, the full portfolio, not just a one-pager, a homepage, a place for you to place your CV, a place for people to contact you, an about area, and of course, the actual portfolio is supposed to be in there. That's like the topic of this video. In order to get to my screen, I just have to perform a small magic trick, and that is, I'm here on my Hostinger dashboard, and as you can see, first of all, we have the Black Friday sale. And I think that this is the first time with the Black Friday sale that if you're already a member of Hostinger, you can jump in, extend your existing packages, upgrade them, or even add a new hosting plan if you want to. I definitely think this is the first time that they're doing it for existing users. So that's a good step up, I guess, for Hostinger. And if you want to start your new website, your portfolio with Hostinger Website Builder, you go to your website dash here if you already have a hosting plan, and you could simply click on Add a Website, Hostinger Website Builder. You can attach a domain to that later, but one thing that I do like is that I can make an entire website using AI as well, and then allocate it to a domain if I think it looks good. So let's start with letting AI create the website for us. This is a portfolio. And as I mentioned, graphic designers or content creators, but it can also be for photographers, which is why I'm going to use photography as an example for this portfolio. But again, it will be relevant for other people. Let's check my brand name. Okay, so let's call it Royo Photography. Now I have to describe what this website is. Okay. I haven't finished writing the description yet, but I do want to show you something really cool. I wrote Royo Photography is the website of photographer Meya Arroyo, which, by the way, it's not my name. My name is May Arroyo, but like my artist name is Meya Arroyo. Meya is mostly known for wild nature photography. The website will share photos she took in her travels to jungles and forests, as well as links to purchase her photos as digital files and as physical prints. When I wrote that, I meant that this will go to like stock sites or an Etsy store or fourth wall store, but it actually asked me suggestions, add online store to my website, because it realized that I am working on that. I'm going to make a separate video about how to do an online store, and of course you guys can check it out, but I'm going to cross this off for now and continue writing the description. I continued writing. In the website, you'll also be able to see Meya's services such as being hired as a photographer, editing photos for other photographers, and a photography course. I think this is what I want to do for now, but if you want to do a step forward a little bit, personalization settings allow you to choose your colors. You can obviously change them later, but you have the options of surprising me or using your own color palette with 3 colors. I love the combination of light white, dark black, and a different vivid color, which is their recommendations. But let's say this is a jungle theme, so I'm going to choose something like this light beige as my light color. The dark color is going to be dark green, and the accent color, blue. I'm going to create the worst website ever. Actually, this is a nice color palette now that I think about it, but okay. We can create a website or use the pre-made templates. Let's just go with the AI. I want to see what it does. Writing unique content. Looking for matching pictures. I love doing it. I honestly just like picking the right colors. I do that to myself even when I'm not filming. I don't know why I do that. I do it whenever anything is loading. I just do that. Okay. This is my website. Oh wow, there is a video in the background. This is pretty cool. And this is a preview mode, which means this is not my website yet. I can just like explore it. I won't be able to like change anything or move anything yet. I'm just going to be able to explore it. And then if I don't like it, I can go back to the AI. Also, I can explore it with desktop view, which means how people see it on laptops or on TVs or on mobile views. I think that the desktop view for a lot of people is also how they see it in their iPad if it's on horizontal, and the vertical alignment of an iPad would look more like this. Okay, so we do have a button for shop. I like that. I think that definitely if you have a shop somewhere, like on Shutterstock as a photographer, or you have your own like Printful or Etsy stores, you can definitely put like the link here. And the first things first is like to contact, because I did mention that she has services and courses and stuff. So, but let's see what it's being written, because the whole point of this AI is to match the background photos and the text. So explore the wild with Maya Royal. Totally true. Rated 5 stars by clients. Discover stunning nature photography and services by Maya Royo. Your wild adventure awaits. That's really cool. Discover the wild through photography. Meet Maya Royo, our passion for nature. And this is a photo that's supposed to be of a girl in the wild. Obviously, you change it to your photo. Photography services offered. Explore Maya Royo's photography services, including hiring, editing, and courses for aspiring photographers. That's nice. And then we have like hire Maya Royo, photo editing services. Join Maya's photography course to learn techniques for capturing breathtaking nature photography. I love that. Nature gallery, of course, photos. Get in touch with Maya, which is again a contact form. And as you can see, it combined those 3 colors, which I kind of like this now. I think I should have made the blue one a bit more dark because to have this background for the buttons, but it's kind of pretty. And it also created a page called Gallery. Nature's Wonders. Explore breathtaking wild nature photography from Maya Royo's travel. This is just like a page with like photos that you can put in for your travels. And here we have specific portfolios, I guess. So you have like jungle adventure. And then if you click on view, it's supposed to take you to a page, which wasn't created, but basically you will create a page that is called jungle adventures. And it will go from here and it will detail that specific portfolio. Same, for example, for graphic designers, or if you're like, for example, a website designer, you would put like 2 snapshots of a website, and then the view will go to a page that shares your experience and what you've done with this website and shares like the full branding experience. Another page for another portfolio, we have customer recommendations or like ranking, and then we have a service page, photography services offered. We have the photography course, hire me, and photo editing services. This is really nice. Discover the art with wild photography. Explore. So showcases Maya Royo's stunning wild nature photography, offering prints, digital files. Okay, this is a great place to take this to a store, and contact for services. This is beautiful. Let's continue on to edit. Oh, let's check out the view here. Okay, so the view here, we have the text and then all the text and the photo, which we can rearrange later separately. But this is beautiful. Let's click on edit website. And I don't know if you can hear the cows mooing in my background. Now we're having a website. This is a website now. Good. Okay, we can save this. Okay, now let's have a look. I don't want a form here. So as you can see, I just clicked on it and I'm clicking on the delete button and it's gone. I love this builder. Now, if I didn't have a video here in the background, I would have probably put a photo of me here, but I kind of like having a video in the background. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and expand it, and I'm going to move this box until it has a center line. I don't know if you can see, but there's like a grid behind me whenever I move everything. This builder is absolutely stunning. Okay, now edit text. It's a custom H1 header, which is what it's supposed to be, but I do want it to be centered. Explore the wild with Maya Royo. Notice one thing here. If I click enter, there is this gap. But if I click shift and enter, it's kind of like half drop a line, which helps better here. I don't want the client rating. I thought it was pretty, but I don't really like it. And I'm going to take this text here. Let's edit this text. It's going to be paragraph style 2. What is paragraph style 1? No. Let's do paragraph style 2 in bold. Come on, in bold. And let's change this to white and center this as well. If everything is centered, then everything is centered. But I do think that I want the text to be a bit bigger. So let's go with 24 and expand this box. La la la. Let's expand it a bit more. I want 2 lines. Yeah. By Meaoyo, your wild adventure awaits. And here, where you have the shop button, you can actually sort of like duplicate this. So let's duplicate this button. And instead of shop and shop, we will write shop digital shop stock photography. Stock. Honestly, I could have also placed like videography. And then, of course, here you put the link to your portfolio, obviously. Otherwise, no point. Shop wild prints. And this, for example, will go to a different store that you have. This button, it looks a bit weird because the text is kind of filling all of it. So 2 things you can do here. Either stretch it a bit more or Command Z, deleting this. I'll just do shop stock photos. Okay, now it looks better. Now, I do want to change the colors here because I don't think that this color works. So I can either change the color by clicking on edit button and then style and change the color, or I can try and just work on the entirety of website styles. So it says that this color is being used currently 12 times in this entire website. Let's change this color from this to this, accept. And now it changed it for here as well. Now let's work on this button a bit more. Style. I want this button to have a border. So I'm going to add this. Let's make it 4. No, let's make it 3. And the border color is white, which is what I wanted. So that's pretty cool. Let's do the same thing for here. The border will be 3. That means 3 pixels, by the way. And this will be my, let's call it the header. Now, right now, it's a bit too long. I don't know if you can see this, but like the spacing here is not the same as the spacing here. So all I do is just change this. And it adjusted my video accordingly. Now, let's look at edit section because my background currently is a video. Let's replace this video. And there is a full library of videos here that you can use from Pexels. And you can, of course, search for free videos. So let's have a look at this video. No, I want like safari or something. Like a jungle. Opa. We did say that she takes photos of wild animals. Me. It's weird. And I can choose to overlay the opacity to make this a bit darker so that my text is going to shine much better. I feel like I don't have much to say about this designer or how to build a portfolio with it, just because it's super easy and also because I have other tutorials on how to do things with the Hostinger website builder. But I'm going to carry on just in case. Discover the wild through photography. Meet Meaoyo, our passion for nature. My passion for nature. Ta-da, my passion for nature. And here we have a photo. So let's edit image just to show you some cool stuff that you can do. You can replace the image, obviously. You have the style to make the corners a bit more radius. You can overlay some opacity on it. You can have this photo be a link to something. And of course, you can control the shape of this photo, which is kind of cool. But as you can see, it like stretches it all over. I kind of like this shape. It might be really nice. Huh. No, this one. Talking about nature. It's very naturey. And let's replace the image. And here, of course, you can upload things to your library and to your images. Just upload from your computer. If you are a photographer, I would recommend having a photo of you. Or you can go with free images, which is connected to Unsplash. So the videos were connected to Pexels, and this is connected to Unsplash. And of course, you can use them. Let's do wild photography. Let's see if it works. Maybe I should have done nature. Oh, okay. Wild photography works. Aw, cows. May sees a cow. May clicks on a cow. Add to page. There is no doubt about it. Let me try and do something here. it basically just features a part of the cow, and I really don't like how it featured it. No, I don't like this image. Let's change it. Free images. Safari. Yeah, Safari seems to be the key here. And that's what I chose. We have the elephants. I'm looking for something that is relatively centered, like that the main thing in it is centered. Let's go with the zebras. Add to page. So now the zebras are going to be in the middle. Awesome. And then if I don't like this and I want to change the shape of it based on the image, you have like this or this or this or this. This is so pretty. Oh, I like this one. I think I used it in my links page for some stuff. I really like this like oval thing. And then photography services offered. You don't like that it's so low? Awesome. Raise it up. Change the text based on what you're actually doing. Want this section to be higher? Move this section. Change the photos here to photos from your computer or have them sent to a different page. Now, one thing that I really do like about the Hostinger website builder is right now I'm working on the home page. And if I want to work on like the gallery page, I don't need to like exit. I just click gallery and now I'm working on the gallery page. And if my internet was not causing me problems this morning, this would have loaded faster. But of course I can always, its autosave is on, so it's not an issue. Let's look at this one because I do want to show you how this works. So I showed you that this part, like for example, this is called the Jungle Adventures, and this will like be a portfolio from a specific place you went to, which means that this button needs to do something. Let's look on how we do it. We're going to go to Pages and Navigation, and here we can add a page. Now, the pages will most likely be added to the main navigation. The navigation is the menu that you have up here, but you can remove them for that. And as you can see here, it's going to be called Jungle Adventures because that is the name. I just copied it. Add page. What kind of page do I want to add? An about, which looks kind of like this. It's actually pretty cool because even though it's an about, I can use this to feature images, like multiple images from that place. Or a contact page, no. A services page. Multiple photos, projects, because it is one single project, right? Maybe, you know what? Let's add an empty page. My empty page is called Jungle Adventures, automatically change the URL. And if I click on this, this page will not show in your website navigation, but it will still exist via the URL, which is what I want. And I'm going to save it. And as you can see, it moved here. If I want to bring it back to the menu, all I have to do is move it here. And if I want to take it out, I just move it back here. The page exists. It's called Jungle Adventures, and this is the page because it's empty. Now, what I'm going to do with it is I'm going to add a section. And here I have many, many types of sections to add, as you can see. So there is the main one, which is like a header, a nice looking header. So let's do this. And of course, change this one to Jungle Adventures. We're going to change this one to heading style 2. And you can write something about it. And we don't need a button, I guess, at this point. I'm going to move this up and move this up as well. And let's edit section. And here we can edit the image that is being displayed. I'm going to go again to free images because I'm not a Safari photographer and go with, again, Safari. You should be using your photos for this, unless you're like a writer and you don't really want to use your own photos to show like magazines or writing and stuff like that. Let's put in Safari. It's called Adventures, right? Let's imagine that I took this photo. Let's see how this one looks. I don't know if it's going to look good because, again, it's like being overshadowed by the text here in the back, but it's kind of pretty. Okay, and now this is not centered, right? So I'm just grabbing all of it and I'm going to push it down. I just love this designer. Then let's add another section because, again, this is supposed to be a lot of photos from a single event. So let's add a gallery. It will be this one. And here you can edit each individual photo and you can add a text or something that represents Jungle Adventures. Basically write down this adventure and how it played out. One thing that I can do here, because as I mentioned, this photographer, who is me, playing in the wild and taking photos of lions, she's selling print, but she's also selling digital files. So from this exploration, from this Jungle Adventure, from this portfolio part, I will add the option to buy both of them off-site. Of course, you can add your own online store, and I promise I'll make a video about the online stores of Hostinger soon. But let's say I'm, again, selling stock photography on like Pond5 or Shutterstock, And I'm also selling this print on Etsy. I'm not going to add a project section. I feel like it will look weird. Let's have a resume. No. Images. No. Gallery. No. Slideshow. Probably not. Instagram feed. Ooh, definitely add your Instagram feeds. We're going to cover this. I'm sorry. But let's go back to services. I think I can add something like this or like this. So for example, I'll add like this adventure. I'm going to delete this whole box. I'm going to grab these and raise them up. Like this adventure. Buy stock photos. La la la. Shop my print on Etsy or whatever. Here you can change it to the image of your Etsy store or to an image of a print on a wall. Here you can change it to like digital files. Or if you don't like this area at all, you just delete both of these with clicking on the delete button. I'm going to add a button to this that you can edit. Let's make it like that. I don't like it. I'm commanding Z everything. Okay, again, delete, delete, shop my print, la la la, grab both, raise them up, raise this up with it, and change this so that the text will be a link to something. Now, I finished with this page, right, with the Jungle Adventures, but this page, as I mentioned, is not in the main navigation. So I can go to my gallery where I have this and click on this button, edit it, and this button needs to go not to a web address, but to a page, and to a page that's called Jungle Adventures. I don't actually have to manually input the link, which is really good because I'm currently working on this website that isn't connected to any domain. So I can just put it like that, and then it will recalculate it based on the domain when the domain is set. And I can also choose that everything that I do will be opened in a new tab, which is awesome. And of course, the style of this button, animation for this button, let's have it fade, scale in when you enter the page. I think it was like when I first enter the page. So let's look at it again. Look at the button. Look at the button. It appeared. I missed it. But in any case, this button now will go to that page. Now, we can't really see the website online because it's not connected to any domain, but we can preview the website. We're on the gallery page. The button came in, view. And it went to the Jungle Adventures page. Ta-da! Now, there are a lot more things here to do when you're working on your website, and obviously I don't think I can cover this for everybody because everybody would have different things, but I feel like I covered the main thing here. And of course, there are a lot more extensive tutorials on how to use the Hostinger website builder on my channel. I would leave probably a link in the description of the video to like the full playlist about the Hostinger website builder, but I will finish with one thing. Let's say you have your portfolio, it's amazing, you like it, whatever, but you want to add a blog to your portfolio. I'm going to go to Pages and Navigations, Add Page, Blog, choose the blog page. It immediately, if you see here, on the side here, where it says blog, created blog posts to be featured here automatically, just so something will be here. And this will be a blog. By the way, if you like this video or found this content useful, please hit the like button down below because every time you do that, believe it or not, it really does help my channel, and subscribe to my channel if you're not yet subscribed. Now, want to change the header of the blog, edit section, change the color to red or to any one of the existing website's colors that you have. I can call this photography thoughts. I don't want to call it a blog. I want to call it photography thoughts. I don't know why. It just came to me. And I want all of this to be in white and that the text will be here. And I'm going to move this here. Drop this a little bit down. This is the header of the blog, again, for the entire blog. Add a text box. Thoughts and tips from my travel photography adventures. This is going to be heading 4. White, not white. Pale color like this. My travel adventures, dot. I'm going to put it here, photography thoughts. Maybe let's make it a bigger title. Is this an H1? Yeah, H1 is best. I'm going to change this one a bit. don't want this color. Yeah, we can do black here, like black and white, and then take these and move them all the way to the side here and add an image here. And this image will be of me taking photos or of me in the nature, because that's the whole point of this blog. And this will be the blog header, which I really like this option to like manually play around with blog headers. It's really, really cool. And as you can see, I can align it with both pieces of the text. And of course, like this to the side. And this will be the header of the blog. Now, this is called blog. I want it to be called Photography Thoughts. I'm going to go back to Pages and Navigations, blog settings, rename. What was it? Photography Thoughts. Let's copy this. Go back again, rename. I don't know if you can hear the cows mooing in my background. Save. And this is now called Photography Thoughts. Dum, da, da, dum. And one thing that I do recommend, once you've finished with a page layout, just go ahead and check how it looks on mobile. So in this case, I don't like how it looks on mobile. This needs to be up. This needs to be up. This needs to be up. And this I can push back up as well. And this doesn't affect the desktop look. So the desktop still looks exactly the same, even though I moved this. And then there will be like the blog posts featured here. And that's basically the end of the blog page. However, because we have manual control over things, even on the page that features your post, you can still add another section like Shop My Store if you want to. Now, as you can see here, or here, we have 6 blog posts that were automatically created. 4 of them are featured here, and you have the option to go to like number 2. If you don't want to have that option, if you just want to display everything, edit blog post reel, post per page 6, it will always show you the maximum amount of posts you have in this website in general. You can have 3 columns instead of 2, or 1, if you like this kind of view. And you can control the column gap and the padding, which is really, really cool. Let's do 3. Then style, dark or light. So if everything here is light and I change the background, then I can see it. Text size, dum-da-da-dum. Now, I want featured image, yes. Do I want a title? Yes. Do I want the description of the post? No. I don't care to show the date that I published it, and I don't want to show the reading time. So I'll delete those. That's it. And this is how it would look. Now, I did make separate videos just about how to use their blog function. I'm not going to do it. This is supposed to be a portfolio example, but I just thought it would be nice, like, you know, once you already have a portfolio, why not add a blog to it? So that was a small segment on that. I just have to share something. For a second there, I thought that I wasn't recording anything, and I almost like passed out. But yeah, I'm recording this. Everything's good. Photography services offered. Again, change it to whatever you want to change it. Add links to whatever you want to add links, and play around with it and have fun. One last thing about the contact form, I would like to go in, and you can drop in a contact form wherever you want, just either by creating a page that is a contact page or by using elements and adding a contact form. One thing that I do have to add is that you need to put your email address here. It will take an automatic email address from the system, but if this project, for example, let's say you have like 5 different websites, you don't want them all to go to the same email. So make sure to put your email here, the email that you want to get contact requests from. And I think you can actually change it between contact form and contact form. And you can also view form submissions from here if you want to, because it gathers all the information in case you miss something with your email. And of course, you can control the settings like first name, email. You can change all of these. You can change the button, you can change the style of all of them and create them in different color if you want to. I'm saying this in many videos when it comes to also graphic design or learning a new platform. There is something that I like to call my favorite game. What does this button do? When you go into a new platform, just play my favorite game. Hey, what does this button do? What does this button do? What does this button do? And you learn a lot of things. I always say play my favorite game with anything other than WordPress code, because do not click on that button. But that's a topic for a different day. One last thing, don't forget to edit your footers or headers. Footer, very simple to edit. Edit your social links, add or remove them. Edit your photo, your phone number if you want to. You can have a contact here or subscribe to a newsletter, which will be connected to some kind of outside service like MailerLite or ConvertKit if you want to. And of course, you can control the header of this by editing every element in the header, from the alignment of your designs to where your logo is, to what your logo is, which you can replace the image here with a different logo, and the style of the header. One last thing before we go is not website styles, but let's go to website settings, blog appointments, general settings. Favicon is that thing you see on top. Let me just scroll up to my dashboard. So I can already see like from these icons that this is like an online shopping thing in Bulgaria. This is Sticker Mule being opened. This is one of my projects open. This is the condensed WP templates because the image represents it. The same way that you can see, for example, that this is YouTube. So that is your favicon, and you can update here. Recommended proportions are 500 by 500 pixels with a PNG file if you want it to be like a circle with a clear background. Now, if you take a website and you put a link to it on Facebook, this will be the link preview image that people will see, and you can add this here manually. Very important to do that. Cookie banner. If you want people to see that this website use cookies, enable it, please. Let's save changes and preview. This website uses cookies. Awesome. Back to editor. Let's go back to this main settings thing. And of course, if you want to use a www, which people stopped using, so I wouldn't recommend it. It's not really that important. In the settings, you'll also find SEO settings, where you can manually input so many things about your website. I recommend looking at this and exploring this. If you guys want me to make a separate video just about the SEO settings here, do let me know. You can have an AI assistant, which means you can ask AI questions about how to do things with Hostinger Website Builder. Your media library, add a multi-language portfolio, which means that the portfolio will switch, for example, from English to French. Manage your backup, export it to WordPress if you want to switch this to WordPress. Form submissions that you can see here, and integrations is one more important part where you can connect this to your Google Analytics if you want to be able to look at things from Google Analytics, if you want to be able to follow things from a Facebook pixel, the Google Tag Manager, connect this to a WhatsApp service, to Google AdSense, or to any of these other services, or a custom code with a custom API, which I recommend do not click on this button unless you know what you're doing. You also have Insight Analytics, which obviously are not available because I just created this website. And of course, appointment. I don't even know what this does. What did I do? I clicked on a button. I clicked on a button. Okay, I already clicked on a button. Let's see what it does. Enable appointments. Oh, this is so cool. Okay. But this is a part of the store manager. What if I don't like it? Go back to the website manager. Okay. Edit website. I'm showing you in real life what happens when you click on a button. Okay. I'm literally like talking and smiling and raising my hands up even though the camera is not on me. This is really funny. But anyway, I'm really pleased with this portfolio, and I kind of want to take a trip to the safari and become a wild safari photographer. So if I disappear from YouTube, just know I went to take photos of giraffes in the wild in Africa. Kidding. I think we're kind of done with this part of the video, the technical part. Let's get back to me and talk a little bit more about the Hostinger Website Builder. There is currently a Black Friday sale. And if you're not watching this video during Black Friday or this time of year, there is also an existing sale for viewers of this channel. And let's sum this up. And again, useful links in the description down below. With that said, let's get back to me and finish this video with my face on camera. And we're back to me, and that wasn't so difficult, was it? It was actually pretty easy to build a full portfolio from start to finish using Hostinger Website Builder. Now, the Hostinger Website Builder works with the Hostinger plan. You get a hosting and domain plan to have your website hosted, and then you just choose the Hostinger Website Builder. You don't have to pay an added amount to use the Hostinger Website Builder. And if you want to start your portfolio with Hostinger Website Builder or even with WordPress, because as I mentioned, you can also host WordPress websites on Hostinger, I think it's a really good time to do it. Mostly because of two reasons. So the first one is that Hostinger started their Black Friday sale early this year, and there is already a huge discount on hosting and domain packages. So you can start your professional portfolio for a lot less than you would have if it wasn't Black Friday. And the second reason why you should start now is because if you're watching this video, you get an added 10% discount on top of the Black Friday deal, and that is with the link down below and the coupon code May at checkout. I'm going to leave a link on the screen to every Hostinger website video that I've ever done if you want to check out other things that you can do with a Hostinger website builder. But with that being said, that was it for me for today. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you learned something new or were at least entertained. And as usual, I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!